just got to the supermarket and I'm on a bit of a mission to buy one of my fear foods. I've been making a real effort recently to like make my way through all of my last fears so I don't recover with like still a little bit of a fear in place or like a little bit of eating disorder cling on. So the thing I'm off to buy is real mayonnaise. And we've actually got mayonnaise in at home. We've got this chili mayonnaise that Brendan absolutely loves. And I could just have that, but I'm worried even that like isn't really challenging my fear. Like in a weird twisted way I might still be able to justify it by like, well, it's okay, it was real mayonnaise but it had chili mayonnaise. It was, well, yes, it was real but it had chili in it, so it's okay. Like, it's so mental how my head twists and turns things. So the real fear is just pure real mayo. So that's what I'm gonna go and buy. Oh my god, I just knocked all the ice cream over. So freaking embarrassing. Well, I bought the mayo. So growing up, like my dad always bought real Hellmann's mayonnaise, and like my grandma and my aunties, they actually buy it in the jar, like the big jar ones, but they didn't have one of those, so I've gone for a squidgy one. But terrible, because if I go to my grandma's house and she gets real mayonnaise out, I fucking freak. Like literally the vision of a big glass jar of real Hellmann's mayonnaise to me is like evil, which isn't right. Anyway, I better get home before this ice cream melts. Stevie's gonna pounce on Beyonce. That's that one. Like, don't touch me. So I actually, oh, she's licking me. I actually bought that turkey and the bagels for Brendan and I to have it for lunch tomorrow, but he's out now and I kind of feel like it'd be a good opportunity for me to challenge myself on my own. So I think I'm gonna have it for dinner now. It's a bit weird. I don't normally have sandwich stuff for dinner. I normally have a hot meal, but yeah, it just kind of feels like a good opportunity. And sometimes having someone else around can like justify what you're eating a bit. So cute. Ah, that's not polite. So like for years, mayo was just a total no. Like I literally would not touch it. And it would give me huge anxiety, like fear if there was a situation where I thought I'd have to have it. Like, yeah, it was just a no. And then when we started like going out for lunches, not saying I'll have this sandwich but without the mayonnaise or whatever bullshit, then I was kind of like, okay, you can have real mayonnaise if it's out and you kind of can't help it, like if there's no other alternative, but never choose it yourself. And actually this week we went to Subway together. So we actually went to the cinema to watch Aladdin, which is brilliant, absolutely loved it. And we got a Subway before to take in with us. And we got this steak and cheese wrap, which was lush. And then when I came to choose the sauce, I was literally like, oh my God, should I just have mayo? Fuck it, like, maybe I'll just challenge it now. But it was really hard because that's me like voluntarily choosing it. Like there are other sauces that aren't mayo. So literally I was stuck between like, should I have barbecue? Should I have mayo? Should I have barbecue? Should I have mayo? Like, ah. And in the end I did, I had garlic mayo. I've been out with my friend today and we've been a little bit hungover. I've had 2 smoothies, like real juice drinks, like calories and fluid, and those are just going round and round in my head like, you've already had 2 juice drinks today, you can't afford to have this now. But then it's never the right day, is it? And I can't, again, have another rule like, well, you can only have mayo if you've not had XYZ already in the day. Like, the point of the challenge is to show myself like, food is just food, mayo is just mayo. It's not something I can only eat under certain conditions, like if someone else is there, or if I'm in a restaurant, or if I compensate for it with other food. Here we go. Ta-da! Turkey, avocado, and real mayonnaise bagel. Here we go. I'm trying really hard to resist the temptation to like pick it all apart and eat it as like 2 separate sandwiches kind of thing. It's like I'm so scared of just having just real mayonnaise in a sandwich and eating it as a whole thing. Like I feel like that's such a waste of calories. It's like, I don't know, you need to taste every little bit or be so aware that you're eating it, like. And also I don't want to justify it. Like it is hard for me. It's something I've been terrified of. So I kind of just think I need to be scared and do it anyway. Right, now don't compensate, getting my Ben & Jerry's for dessert. Tired yourself out. Right, challenge repeat. I'm just popping out for some bits and bobs for lunch. I think we're gonna have chicken wraps with real mayo again. And it'll be with Brendan this time, he's at home now. And I really, really fancy an iced latte, but I've got that annoying niggle in my head of like, well, he's not having one, you can't have more calories than him. Ugh. Even though I know I do want it myself, but it's that stupid comparison thing. And actually we had breakfast together this morning, but pretty much every morning I sit and eat breakfast on my own. He doesn't tend to have it. But yeah, this morning we had crumpets together, but I don't know, it's really got it in my head now that like, but if you have the coffee, you're gonna have extra calories to him. Just so stupid, like as if my body is sat there going, well, what's he eating today? My body doesn't care. My body doesn't care what he's eating. My body just wants what my body wants. So live the life I ultimately want to live, even if it doesn't feel 100% right in the minute. Okay. Got a vanilla iced latte. Latte. I've definitely got some anxiety having this, but my body doesn't gain weight based on what somebody else eats or drinks. I think it's the mayonnaise that's really set this off, to be honest. So I have sandwiches for lunch pretty much every day, and I'll always have low-fat mayo in it, like no problem, or any condiment, but it's something about the real mayonnaise. And to be honest, it's not even that many calories more, like what, 50 calories more, which I would happily eat in like crisps or chocolate. If someone said to me, there's a couple of squares of dairy milk, I'd say, great, yum. But then if they said, let's use real mayo instead of low-fat mayo, I'd be like, no fucking way. I don't know whether it's back to that thing of like calories being worth it. I can't have chocolate or crisps without having that many calories. But I can have mayo without having the amount of calories of regular mayo. And my dad always used to be like, oh, but it tastes so much better. And like, the taste just wasn't enough for me. Like, I think with eating disorders, food can kind of become this thing that has to be like earned or burned or deserved or justified or like worth it or perfect or whatever, just to make the food allowable and okay. And then that puts a shit ton of pressure on your food, because if it goes wrong, or like it's not the right temperature, or it's not your favorite flavor or whatever, like this vanilla latte, I don't like the Starbucks vanilla that much. Oh wait, actually I think I got caramel. I think that's caramel. But anyway, I get it at work every day and the syrups are so much nicer. So now I'm like, oh, is this a waste of calories? I don't even really know where I'm going with this anymore, but yeah, I think it's that thing of like, live the life you ultimately want to live. Like, ultimately, I want to go to my grandma's house, and if she gets out real mayo, fucking fine. Nom nom nom, I'll eat all the real mayo. Like, food is just food, it's not the most important thing in my day, it's not the most important thing in my life, whatever. Right, that's enough waffle from me. I'm gonna go and buy the lunch. think it's the right amount.
That's honey.
More? So like this.
Alright, you're
Is that not too much?
No.
Oh, I'm having some too, am I?
Alright.
Okay. I've already had a latte.
It's alright, gotta do it.
Okay.
You're ahead, man.
To be fair, the mayo does actually taste really good. Yeah, my dietitian was telling me like the actual benefits of real mayo. So apparently like vitamin A, E, K, D or something are like fat soluble vitamins. So if you don't have enough fat in your diet, like it doesn't matter how many vitamins you eat, you won't absorb them or whatever. And also you need you need to eat fats for, what is it again? Oh, she did tell me this. Estrogen production anyway. So like you do actually need fats in your diet. Second anxiety fest of the day. This one's actually not food related. I have come to get my ear pierced again. I've already got my ears done twice, but I'm gonna get it done again like here probably, or maybe here, I don't know, or maybe not at all. Done. It bled really bad. The woman was like, "Ma'am, do you normally bleed a lot?" I was like, "No." And it was quite painful, but I did it! Yay! And now I have an ear piercing. Done. I actually sweated so much when she was doing it. I'm so scared. So hopefully this video has shown again like a bit of the process I go through to like challenge the things that I'm still scared of. I definitely wouldn't say I'm over my fear of real mayo yet, or ear piercings. When the woman was doing it, she was like using the needle and I kept being like, "Are you doing it yet?" I like kept pulling away. And I was like, fuck's sake, Meg, sit still, you're gonna get your eye pierced. But anyway, challenge repeat for the mayo, not the ears. I'm not gonna get a shit ton of piercings to try and get over my fear. No, the mayo. If I think about the years I avoided it for, it is gonna take a bit of practice for me to realise like, it's okay. I don't know, I felt so anxious after I had it and like convinced I'd gotten fat, convinced I'd done something really, really wrong. Like, I just don't even know, I can just feel that something's wrong. Like, I can't even explain where it comes from, it's just there. It has passed on its own. I didn't need to like compensate to make the anxiety pass. I didn't need to turn to my eating disorder, so hopefully if I like keep doing it, challenge, repeat, don't compensate, feel shit and do it anyway, like, then with time I actually just won't feel shit doing it anymore. Yes, I know it's happened with other foods, it's just I've got a couple left that are like my big Klingons that literally in like, well, coming up to 20 years I haven't had these foods, so right. Lots of love to everyone.